Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Chicago. Happy Cinco de Mayo, May the 5th, 2025. It's kind of overcast. It was kind of gloomy this morning. Here, I'll run and get across the street here because I don't want to wait for this light here. Then we can cross over to the other side because I figure we'll go back to the Plaza of the Americas there. We were there this morning. I want to document both. We saw it on TikTok this morning. I want to document it here on YouTube. They got the nice Frida dresses there, and Benita Juarez statue there. Look at the John Hancock. We'll see the John Hancock. This happens. There I am. There. See, this happens this time of year. Usually early May. You get this crazy fog that comes in off the lake. And the lake's trying to warm up, even though it's not that warm there. Chris, how you doing there? Naya, and really Julie Reed there. Ernesto, thanks for tuning in. Alvin. Hey, Ernesto, I'll talk to you after we get off of here. I'll probably send you a message. I did my best to add you. I can't find your... YouTube makes it horrible for me to find anything. Like, I got like 4,000 followers here, or subscribers, whatever, on... And I did my best to try to add you. If you could do me a favor, I think your YouTube handle is different, and that's all it is. I was trying to find it there from your TikTok, and if you could do me a favor, just at your convenience, just one of my it doesn't matter, like this one today, like after it's over, just like reply, say, hey, it's Ernesto, and then I can just like click on your name and add you to the team there. And I did my best. It's so hard for me to keep track of 80,000 people on TikTok and 4,000. And when I do a search, YouTube makes it really hard to find people. And other people, hey, how you doing? That's good. Thanks for saying hello. That's great. Thanks for saying hello. That's great. See, second time. Friends and neighbors there. She's pushing the stroller there, the pram. That isn't awesome. Yeah. Thanks for saying hello there. That's great. Friends and neighbors there. I should have said, gave her an interview there. I'm always caught off guard here because I'm not, appreciate people tuning in here, friends and neighbors here. Yeah, we're back at the London Guarantee building here, but yeah, thanks, Ernesto. I appreciate it. Yeah, you know what it's like. And look at that. Hopeful and blessed there. Sharon, Jason, how you doing? Lorene, how you doing there? Thanks for tuning in, Lorene, and everybody else. To see Alvin. Did I miss anybody at the front there? Chris, yeah. Thanks, everybody. So here's the Trump Tower's not in a cloud there. We can see the full thing here. We got but hey, happy Cinco de Mayo, happy May the 5th there. So we'll head back to the Plaza of the Americas here. And we'll probably go to Colores Mexicanos. I figured today would be a great day to go to Colores Mexicanos. I was thinking, what's something... I checked, there was, last year there was a parade in Little Village for Cinco de Mayo. They canceled it this year because of the deportations. And so Cinco de Mayo parade was canceled. And it's such a shame here, but here people are, look at a nice, beautiful, different drinks and things they're selling here. And so here we'll cross the Sabo, Michigan Avenue Bridge here. And we'll let people, hey, there you go. Hey, it's happy Cinco de Mayo there. Go ahead. Here comes this one I want to see here. Here comes Chicago's Emerald Lady here. So here we got riverboat tours are still going here. Here's the Chicago Riverwalk. Yeah, let's head over across the bridge here. It's going to cross right underneath us here. Look at that. Yeah, there it is. There's the people taking an architectural tour there. Boats going sideways. There's where we're heading here. We'll go to the Plaza of the Americas here. And Naya, Lorene, Jay, Leo, hey, Julie and Michael, thanks for being up there. Mopping up the kitchen. Hey, well, thanks. Thanks for checking us out here. Appreciate being on, Michael, there. #1 Big Mac meal there. Hard Hat Lunch Pail crew. Yeah, we went by the 400 North Michigan site last week. We'll probably check it out later this week. Look at the top of the John Hancock still in the clouds there. There's the Tribune here. We'll also be able to check out the tulips. The tulips are beautiful. we'll just cruise up and down Michigan and check out the tulips here. We'll have a nice, easy walk. And so later in the week, we'll check out the Riverwalk and we'll check out the Loop. And we'll check out these construction sites and other things. Here's all the stickers. Look at all the stickers on the light pole. But here's the Wrigley building. We go by it all the time on TikTok. Here, let's check out the tulips here. Edwin, our friend Edwin here, he's a live streamer. He has some beautiful footage of the tulips on Michigan Avenue. And he does such a great job with his editing. Here's the tulips here on Michigan Avenue. Look at this cute dog here. You got the cute dog. But here, look at that nice view. Hey, we'll get that right there. Look at that. Yeah, Monday. So good to me. Look at that view. Hey, Stephanie, thanks for the tulips there. If I missed anybody, thanks for tuning in. Everybody's welcome here. Yeah, I don't know. Has anybody heard anything about the naming rights of the Sears Tower? And no offense, it's a good question there, Jason. You know what? I really don't care because I'm going to call it the Sears Tower no matter what they rename it. So I know that's probably not the answer you want to hear, especially whoever's got the naming rights. Here, Build-A-Bear. The historical name, but here. So thanks for tuning in and welcome to Chicago here. We got about 51 degrees here. We're going to check out the tulips eventually, but first, right across from the Tribune here, there's the Plaza of the Americas, and this is always here. We see they got this is not always here. They got these wonderful women, these statues, these sculptures here, and here I'm in the way here. The Plaza of the Americas. So Jorge Marin is the artist of the wings for Benito Juarez here, and you can it's the Wings of Mexico. I think that's what it's called here. Wings of Mexico, Chicago here, yeah. But this is Los Sabores de Mexico. Here comes number 11 there. We always got some sirens there. There's the NBC Tower, Michigan Avenue. But Los Sabores de Mexico, excuse my pronunciation. I know I'm a gringo, but it took me a while to figure. People like this one a lot. This is almost like Pablo Picasso cubism here, but the beautiful colors here. Pablo Ben-Lior, the artwork's called Ziana, but each one of these is a different artist. And here we're at the Plaza of the Americas here. See, this one's Manuel Pujol. And look, you see there's Diego Rivera. There's some of the important figures here. And this is modeled after Frida. Frida, I'm sure you recognize some of her paintings there with the heart. And she's known for her paintings and her eyebrows. And she's a artist. See how people taking pictures here? You can line up and take the pictures with Benito Juarez, the first indigenous president of Mexico. It goes back to he was alive during the Battle of Pueblo when the Mexican army defeated the French armies there that were trying to take over Mexico about the time of our Civil War. Jaime Saldivar. Look at this. All these are Fridas. They're Frida sculptures here, different variations of here. Eliza Pesos. Hopefully I'm saying people's names right here, but look at the Los Sabores de Mexico. Isn't this nice here? Yeah, Frida Kahlo. That's her name there. That was her last name. Thanks for giving her full name there. Most people just know her by her first name, like Madonna. And this is, yeah, La Frida Fresca. Lisa Kern. Look at this beautiful sculpture here. And see, different artists decorate. They're all the same kind of mold here. And here's the Benito Juarez, the first indigenous president of Mexico. We'll show you how it lines up with the wings there. Here's Eat, Drink, Youth Juice. I think they got a juice part here, but see how we're on top of, is this Kinsey? I think this is Kinsey Street here. And look at the Billy Goat's Tavern is underneath it. So Billy Goat's is underneath this building, the world famous Billy Goat's. What it seems like it's underground, but it's really where the streets are at. And then this plaza is above it. And it's the Benito Juarez statue, Plaza here, Plaza of the Americas here, Chicago, Illinois. Happy Cinco de Mayo here. We're checking out the Los Sabores de Mexico. This is Miguel Cuauhtémoc. I'm horrible with the pronunciation, but there you can see it right there. There we go. Look at the eyes. They got all the eyes in the dresses there. Look at the and this one, I really like this one a lot. I was checking Viva la Vida. That's also what they call this here. Look at it's almost like pointillism. Look at the beautiful dots and different colors there. It's like something that, you know, when you see the colorblind test there. Look at that. He's got the dogs in there. So Carlo Arnuada, and look at this beautiful artwork here. It's got the Mexican flag there. It's got the heart. Look at that. Who finds the money when you pay the rent? Are you singing Lady Madonna there from the Beatles? That's awesome, man. It's from the White Album. But here, look at this. Yeah, all these. See, Luminati's. There's Luminati's Pizzeria right here. Build-A-Bear Workshop that we're checking out. See, it's got a texture on it. You can feel it. It's got the beads there. You can touch it. Look at the eyes. Look at this. Is Lou Baboon. That's the name of the artist. And look at that. Viva la Vida from the Coldplay. Yeah. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I love that song. Yeah. Thanks, Ernesto, for the good information there. Viva la Vida from Coldplay. Such an amazing song. And look at that. Look at the Los Sabores de Mexico. See, a bunch of people are on Cinco de Mayo. Look at the kids here. Yeah, she's got the wings there. Look how beautiful this is here. Let me show you what this is, and I'll show you these last two pieces of artwork. I just want to capture this. Other people. See where we're at here, right across from the Tribune. You see, look at that. You can do the wings over Mexico. Look at that. See, you can line up there, and yeah, look at that. Benito Juarez statue. People taking pictures here. Yeah, we'll film these last two, and then we'll cross the street. We'll check out the tulips, and we'll check out Colores Mexicanos here. Los Sabores de Mexico. Viva la Vida. This one's actually called Viva la Vida. And it's Laura Chala there, the artist for. Look at all these statues lined up here. Look how we can look down here and see them all lined up. And here we go, the last one here. Viva la Vida. Frida Kahlo, Mariana Lagunas. Look at this beautiful. She's got a camera. She's got the sunglasses on. See, it's the Frida that's a tourist here. Oh, she's got her leg there. Look at that, because of course she was in a horrible trolley accident. If you watched any documentaries or movies about Frida, she was in a trolley accident, and that's why she look at that. See, that's exactly how you do it there. You line up there and take a picture there. So hey, let's continue going here. Cinco de Mayo here. They're putting banners up. They're putting new banners. Gold Coast Art Fair, so they're putting new banners. We'll head up. So look, just that quick. The fog removed itself. There was a big cloud of fog there, and now it's gone. So it shows you this ever change. See, you go down to Billy Goats, you go down there. Hey, skateboarding there, that's good. Look at that. Christopher, how you doing there? Yeah, Angel, every time a bell rings, an angel gets his wings. Look at the tulips. Wow, we got to check those out in the median here. Look at these tulips here, Michigan Avenue. So Christopher, is there any tulips in New York City? I know for some reason Chicago and Michigan, we love the tulips here this time of year. And they grow so nice. Yeah. Nice sculptures there. You went to a high school named Benito Juarez in Pilsen. Yeah, the Benito Juarez High School. That's great. Yeah, I know where that's at. We've gone by there. And here we'll let's cross the street here. Let's check out the beautiful tulips here on Michigan Avenue. Look at that. Look at these in the median here. Look, right in the middle of Michigan Avenue, looking south. Look at the beautiful tulips here. And see, we're right by the Tribune here. And you can see all the things in the wall. You know, the Great Pyramid of Egypt, Dome of St. Peter's Cathedral in Rome. This is, you can touch a rock that was in from Egypt there. They trucked it all the way here. Cambodia, London, House of Parliament. We stole it from the House of Parliament. Isn't that great? Fort Ticonderoga, New York. William Henry Harrison, Indiana there. Mark Twain's. There, look at the tulips here on Illinois Street. There. Oh! The Eagles fired the guy, gave him Hotel California. Yeah. Oh, we're quoting the lyrics here. That's great. Yeah, the purple ones are great. Yeah. Welcome to the Hotel California. Such a lovely place. Such a lovely face. No other song like perfectly encapsulates the malaise of the late 70s. Here's Michael Jordan Steakhouse here. Michael Jordan Steakhouse. Hey, there you go. Michigan Avenue. Hey, they added these trees. They just added these trees. Look at these trees here. So they got... Look at that. No, they were there. I just didn't realize they were there. Here we're in front of the Intercontinental Hotel. Wow, look at that. How you doing? Very beautiful, very beautiful. Very beautiful. It's just somebody staying in the hotel there. Isn't that amazing? Beautiful fashion there. Yeah, the baskets. Yeah, hopefully they'll start putting some flowers in the hanging baskets. See, we're heading north on Michigan Avenue. This is usually what I do at night, but we're doing it today because it's on Cinco de Mayo. I figured we'd go check out those statues again. We'll go through Dolores Mexicanos here. Hey, taking a photo there. Yeah. But look at the tulips. Look at these tulips here. Median and Michigan. I'll just film into the median here. Yeah, this is Chicago. This is Michigan Avenue. We walk through here all the time. Is this Chicago? Where do you think this is? You know, you think it's a Hollywood movie set? Yeah, I paid all these extras, and this is artificial generated. AI's getting pretty good, isn't it? Yeah. We're all living in the Matrix here. Here's our friend with the basketball. So we noticed this guy a lot. Here's our friend with the basketball. How you doing there? That's great. How you doing? That's great. That's good. Look how good he is. We've seen him go up and down Michigan Avenue all the time. So I'll eventually get to Dolores Mexicanos. I just want to show these beautiful tulips. So what we're going to do is we'll walk across and then we'll come back around. And then we'll hit Dolores Mexicanos so I can show in the median here. And that's what I'm going to show here. We'll cross Michigan Avenue. And we'll get this beautiful view looking south here in the median with the tulips. Look at that. We're in the middle of Michigan Avenue. Look at those tulips there. Look at that. So here we'll head across the street before this car runs me over. And yeah, there's some nice tulips here. Look, they're all twisted up here. Look at that. Different varieties of tulips. Hey, he's a high dribbler. He's a high roller there. Hey, we got the light here. We'll head right. Let's check out these orange. Hey, they got the big group of people on the scooter here. That's great. We're heading up Michigan Avenue. Oh. Oh, am I in your way? Thank you, appreciate it. How you doing? Hey, look at these wonderful tulips here. There's a big group of scooters going heading across the street there. Enjoying the day. Here's the tulips. Yeah, Stephanie, how you doing there? The sun. Hey, you got 61 degrees there in the Mojave Desert there. Thanks, D. Michael. Thanks for giving us an update of how the desert's weather is there. There, she's taking pictures there. Let's tiptoe through the tulips with me. It's a scooter gang. You better watch out. The scooter gang's gonna get you. It's like the Van Buren gang. There's another guy. But here, we'll cross. Let's head over to Dolores Mexicanos. We've toured through it before. I haven't been in there in a while, so I figured today, Cinco de Mayo, would be a good day to check out Dolores Mexicanos, and we'll check out some true products sourced directly from Mexico that are right here to Michigan Avenue. And we'll probably try to go up to the second level. They usually have some good artwork in there too. And I see At least on Michigan Avenue, this will be the most authentic Mexican thing we'll get here, besides the statues we just saw there. You got a thunderstorm in Texas there? Yeah, pop a wheelie. It's really hard to pop a wheelie on the scooters. There they are. There they are. See, they so they're yelling at the car because the car's turning right and they're about to run them over. So all kinds of. But here's a giant tulip. Look at the giant tulip here. See what's blooming here. You can scan the QR code there and they'll give you some information. There's the La Katrina there. So we always show the La Katrina, and she's here year round now. I'm glad she's back there. It's a really a Dia de los Muertos. It's a Mexican Day of the Dead, which is in the fall around Halloween. But here's Colores Mexicanos. We'll check out the Lele dolls. So happy Cinco de Mayo here. It's easy for me to look at the mermaid. They got the mermaid. They got the little llamas. The Lele dolls. They had a giant Lele doll. Remember we saw that 10-foot one. It was Navy Pier and other places. That was a few years ago. But here we'll head right into Colores Mexicanos here on Cinco de Mayo. They always got some nice artwork here. Look at that. Look at this artwork. No, the giant tulip was a sculpture. That was a giant. It was a sculpture of a tulip. But the other tulips are real. The smaller ones. Look at this tree here. Look how the tail becomes a snake. And this is Emmanuel Duarte Ortiz. That's their artwork here. And there's La Katrina there. She's outside there. We'll catch this ambulance going by here. Always sirens. Look at, so, yeah, we'll see here. Welcome to Colores Mexicanos. Pieces of store were handmade by artisan families across Mexico. They bring them right up here. And here we go. How you doing? Happy Cinco de Mayo. What a beautiful day. Look at the Lele dolls here. I love this amazing place here, Colores Mexicanos on Michigan Avenue. And they usually have a pop-up shop on the Riverwalk in the summertime. And look at this. This is a feast for the eyes here. Look, they got all the multicolored skulls here. They got books, children's books. They got, look at that. Look at this wonderful handmade wood carving. Look at that. They got the Dia de los Muertos. Look at all this. Look at it. You get the whole group there. So if you just joined me in Chicago, we're Colores Mexicanos here, just checking out the merchandise here. And like the poster said, I think all this is made in Mexico and imported up here and sourced. And see, Mexico del Norte. Hey, how you doing there? See, here's Brian, really Chicago at Colores Mexicanos. How you doing here? See, you can take a selfie there. You can try on the stuff there. Check out the handbags here. Look at that. Merch. Yeah, celebrating here. Look at the headbands. Got bracelets, shirts, socks. Look at these floral, the paper mache flowers, luchadores. Yeah, a lot of Frida stuff here. Look at that. Clearance. This is the ground floor. And look at the beautiful dresses, hats. They got stuff up, piñatas, llamas. They actually have candy and stuff here. Yeah, Mexican candy. So, you know, of course you can go to Fannie Mae, but you also can go here and get some Mexican candy. Usually really sweet. Hey, you got some chocolate here. So there's fitting rooms in the back here. They got this indigenous artwork. Goes back to the Aztecs and then the Nahuatl speaking people here. And hey, you get your pestle mortar here. You get some incense. And some little, are we still streaming okay? Yeah, they even got some, oh, they got some tequila. Yeah, you get some mezcal here. Look at that. Yeah, get you tequila here. Look at that. And then they got drinks. So Colores Mexicanos, see there it is. There, look at that. Look at that beautiful sign there. So here, let's head up to the second level here. We got 1225. We're just tooling around here on Cinco de Mayo here. Look at that. Look at that bug. Would you want to have that bug? Look at that. Oh, man. So here, look at these masks. So it looks like Artem's looking for some women's lingerie there. So what you do? What's your size there? Maybe we can. I didn't realize you were in the market for women's negligee there. Here, look at the. Wow, look at that. I wonder if that's a type of Dia de los Muertos statue here. We're going up the stairs here. Look, they got all these nice, look at that. It's almost psychedelic. Yeah, I can't handle these colors. It's just overwhelming. It's great. Here we'll head up to the second level here. So what do they got? They got things for your tortillas. So here we got some more dresses and throws. You can put these over top. Look at the colors here. Look at the hats. They got handbags. Look at these masks. How could you not like these masks? Look at these masks. Yeah. Do you not realize that most migrants are conservatives? It just shows you the ignorance of the general population. And it would be interesting because, you know, we're always accused in Chicago of importing migrants to get votes when they ship them here from Texas, and most of them do not vote for the Democratic Party, or cannot vote at all because they can't vote anyway, because you have to be a U.S. citizen to vote, duh. But all these conspiracy theories get pushed around, so we'll just let them slide here, the general manipulation that's going on here. But, hey, look at that. Look at the... Can't you appreciate just the nice variety of life here? We got all these beautiful products here to, you know, I would much rather shop here than Walmart or Target. Look at that. Look at the beautiful. See, look, they got the whole, look, they got a beautiful butterfly back here. And look how you can look at that. So you can look right to Michigan Avenue. There's La Katrina. There's La Katrina from above. Look at that. And see, there's Michigan. We'll head right back there. We'll check out the tulips here. I just want to give you a brief overview. Hey, you got our Lady of Guadalupe here. And sounds like PB loves this stuff too. PB would love to have this stuff. Thanks, PB, for promoting good content here. And see, you're missing out. You're missing out. Yeah, you know, we'll let the general immaturity of the audience reveal itself here. I'm sure they're cracking themselves up and think they're winning when it doesn't bother us one bit at all. Here, look at the look at that. Hey, you get some keychains. Look at that. I like this. And this stuff is not very expensive. You can find some. Hey, look at that. Oh, there's all the Fridas. So there we go. Welcome to Cloris Mexicano. Thanks for your support there. And some of the people, they're indigenous. Some of them are, you know, people that go back to the Aztecs. Look at that. So here, Cloris Mexicanos. Thanks for checking it out here. And we'll head back out to Michigan Avenue and check out the tulips before we totally ruin the day of the people that can't enjoy this, because if they can't enjoy this, you can't enjoy anything. I'm not forcing anybody to change their votes or minds or anything. It's just like stuff that exists in the world. It's just, I'm amazed that I think this stuff's great and beautiful. Look at that. Look at the beautiful colors there. The peacocks. How you doing there? Look at that peacock. Look at that. How could you not like that? Look at all these little toys. And the Lele dolls, all the Lele dolls. Look at that. So hey, thanks for checking it out here. Well, hey, thank you, appreciate it. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, that's great. The Cloris Mexicanos here on Michigan Avenue, Cinco de Mayo. So here, and we know, I'll be the first to admit that Cinco de Mayo is not really celebrated that much in Mexico. I was in Mexico for Cinco de Mayo and no one was really celebrating. It's just a province there. There's a yellow Lamborghini going by. The Battle Pueblo was the Mexicans' fought against the French in 1862, 1863. They kicked out Maximilian. They actually executed him. And, hey, how you doing there? How you doing? Thanks for saying hello. Yeah, I'm sure I'm on YouTube, but you want to give a shout out?
I'm out here trying to run around in a suit. Joey GTV.
GTV, that's good.
Yeah,
well,
Joey
thanks for saying hello.
Hey, I love your content.
Good.
The way you just narrate everything is awesome. And
good. Well, I appreciate that.
Appreciate it. It's so cool to see you. I just saw you, kind of recognize you from before. And
yeah.
You're a legend. So.
Good. Well, thank you. Thanks for the feedback. Thanks have a great day. Cinco de Mayo. That is awesome. Yeah. See, hey, friends and neighbors there. He said hello. He's looking nice. He was in the all dressed up in his tie there on Michigan Avenue. So he made a good impression there. Thanks for saying hello. And yeah, real feedback in real time. So take that, trolls. Look, people find this. People enjoy this content. I wish you could enjoy it too. Just sit back and enjoy the ride. I'm not trying to make you change anything about your life. I'm not an influencer. I'm the anti-influencer. You know, and you know, we'll go back to filming controversial things like Tulips and Starbucks, and I'm sure we'll find something else that you'll want to tear apart here. Yeah, there we go, Scott. How you doing there? Look at that. So here, there we go. There's the Naya. You see that? Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, friends and neighbors there. So here, look at the beautiful tulips. These are an interesting variety. Look how they're different. Then we'll go past these pink and varied shades of pink here. Hey, we got the bike riders here. See, everybody's out today. We got scooters and we got bike riders heading right up Michigan Avenue. Look at that. The brave bike riders heading right up Michigan Avenue, right in the street. There's your rims. Here's, look at the pink tulips here. Yeah, we'll cross the street here. We'll head over to the Starbucks and let's check out the Harry Potter store. 1232 here. We're heading up Michigan Avenue, just checking out the tulips. I don't normally come this way on YouTube, but we're doing it today because the tulips are beautiful. And we checked out Colores Mexicanos there. And we'll cut across here. Yeah, the ducks. But here, yeah, here we're in front of the giant Starbucks here. Used to be the Crate and Barrel, of course. This is the 4-story Starbucks with, oops, it has a roof terrace. That pigeon almost got us. Hey, we got the orange tulip. They got the big giant tulip, which is a sculpture. It's not a real tulip. But here, we'll cross over this way. Let's head up to the Harry Potter store. We'll go up to the water tower and then we'll turn around. Here we got the charity people here asking. Let's see if they interrupt my stream here. They always find a way to. How you doing? I'm streaming. Appreciate it. Thank you. So here we'll head up. Usually when I tell them I'm streaming, it's easier. But here we'll look at the purple and yellow tulips. The yellow tulips are just amazing this year. Look at this color here, and it's amazing. Took you by surprise. Yeah, here we go. So here, we're almost to the Harry Potter store here, just south of Huron on Michigan Avenue. We've gone by this, of course, many times. We've gone inside. And I don't think I've gone inside here for YouTube, so this might afford us. I'll give you a quick overview of the Harry Potter store. Of course, we were here the day it opened. There was lines down the street. There's the Patronus stag here, the beautiful. There's Harry Potter's luggage there with flowers growing out of it. But here, let's head through the Harry Potter store here, Michigan Avenue. So here we go, 10 to 8 here. There we go, thank you. Hey, the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. Here we are. Thanks for tuning in. See, you can go over this way. They got all the 4 houses of Slytherin and all the get your collegiate swag there. Gryffindor. I like this. They got the nice cauldron here, the nice video effects there. So you just join me in the Harry Potter store here on Michigan Avenue. Here's probably one of the most popular things. You get your wands. They got all the wand store here. Your Phoenix tail feather. Your the astral hair. So you can get your wands here. Look at that. Look at all these wands here. So they got the Dark Arts wand, Ukrainian Iron Belly, the Brown Truckle, the Phoenix, the Astral Gryffindor. Look at these beautiful wands here.
It's Goblet of Fire that we only sell here in Chicago.
That's a specific Chicago-based wand there. Look at that. Look at all these amazing wands.
Yes, correct.
Look at this one. Wow.
There are some that are personalizable.
Oops, sorry.
You can add your name.
Oh, you can personalize them. You put your name on it. You get it customized. That's great. $39. They said two for $65. I think it was like a deal or something. But here's the flying books here. We're in the Harry Potter here. Look at this. The flying books are flying away. Yeah. You read all the books? Who's got all the books? My sister has all the books. My sister loves Harry Potter, and she owns all the books and all the movies. You get your little luggage here. Get your little handbag. There you go. Here's all the books. Here's all the books you can get. Yeah. And here's the cauldron there. So you got the butter beer. I didn't realize, like a dummy me, I didn't realize it wasn't alcoholic. I thought it was real beer, but it's like butterscotch, I guess. And if you go in the back here, they got fitting rooms. And this is where you check out. They got fine jewelry. They got the maps. They got all kinds of stuff. They're checking out the maps. But here we're Harry Potter store. Look, they got the little ducks. Platypus. Is that what this is? A platypus? Oh, look at the platypus. Yeah, you get it. There, the niffler. Get the niffler. Oh, look. Here's Dobie. Oh, poor Dobie. How you doing there? You get your dolls. Hey, here's the dragon. Look at that. So, Harry Potter store. What do you think? Stationery. Here, we'll head through here. So, you get your butter beer. You come to the back here. You got restrooms. And you go and in your day, you come in your shopping experience, get some butter beer here, hang out with everybody. They get your, look at that, they got the frosty foam there. And here's the entrance here. They got the stained glass window that changes here. Harry Potter. So here, we'll head back out here. So what do you see? What do you think there? What do you think, Karen and Kristen and Julie? Candy, you like that? Candy cane? Yeah, look, there it is. They take a picture at the Harry Potter store in Chicago. So there's one in New York, there's one in Chicago, and there's one in London. So if you're in the Midwest, there's your closest Harry Potter store. And there we got 1238. So we'll go up to the water tower, and then we'll turn around and we'll head back to work here. So we'll just check out the tulips here, like the yellow and red tulips here, so beautiful this time of year. Omni Hotel. So this is 676 North Michigan. If you're looking for it, it's at Huron in Michigan. And there it is, the Harry Potter store. Yeah, Naya, check it out here. Check out the Harry Potter store. There's no lines now. You can walk right in. Remember when when it first opened, there was lines down the street there, but yeah, every day. Isn't it so nice? I get to walk past this store every day. I know I'm very, very lucky here. Wow, looks like there's some beautiful trees over that way. Here, we'll check out a little bit more of the tulips here as we head towards the water tower. And then we'll walk straight down Michigan Avenue and check out the tulips on the other side there. Yeah. Well, you're pretty ballsy calling us stinkers from Russia, you know. I think you're trying to agitate us, so, you know. I have nothing personally against the Russian people. I just, no offense if you understand. I'm sure you probably, maybe the Russians like Trump more than some Americans. I understand that, and I'm not a big fan of your leader, nor am I a big fan of Netanyahu. But that's my personal opinion. I'm sure you got your own there, and don't call my people tuning in stinkers here. That's a good way to get you muted there, because you think it's funny, but everybody's a joker. Everybody's a joke. Nothing serious. Nothing really matters. But there's the water tower. There's the Great Water Tower, Chicago. Look how the fog there. I'm not going to go up there. It's as far as I'm going to go. It's 12:40, so I need 20 minutes to get back to my office here. There's the one Chicago tower. This is Superior. Here we'll show you Gino's East. Gino's East is over here. There's a comedy store. So if you're looking for Chicago style pizza, you can go to Gino's East. There's also Lou Malnati's. We passed Lou Malnati's there. There's Gino's East. Of course, there's Uno's and Two Ways, which is not too far from here. And Here, let's cross over here. We'll show you the beautiful tulips here on Michigan Avenue. Here, look at that. Yeah, I'm sure the water tower's haunted. I think there's a story of somebody taking their life there because they were so discouraged when the Great Chicago Fire was going on. I don't know the complete story. I know people that follow things that are haunted, but yeah, there's a lot of haunted things in Chicago. A lot of bad things have happened in Chicago over the years, as sure as you can imagine. So I'm sure there's a lot of spirits trapped here, circling around, haunting the city. And maybe I'll be one of them one day. Here's the some of them are still voting in elections, the ghosts of election fast here. But here's the tulips here on Michigan Avenue. We're south of Superior on Michigan here. And how you doing there? It's all haunted. Yeah. So the John Hancock's closed. If you want to see the John Hancock, we went by it this morning. It was obscured by clouds. The John Hancock, 875 North Michigan, is only a few blocks north of us. I'm on my lunch break. If you follow me on TikTok, I'm sure we'll walk by it or be able to see it on our way home tonight. I walk by the John Hancock several times a week, so I'm not going to go out of my way to do it just today, but thanks for tuning in. We'll head back past the, see, we're under the Allerton Tip Top Tap, Allerton Hotel here, and that's Streeterville. We'll cross here at Erie, and that's where the Harry Potter store is. See, we went to that Harry Potter store. If you missed it there, you can rewind it and check out the full rerun there because it's all recorded here, including everybody's comments are recorded. So for posterity there. Yeah, Pink Floyd, wish you were here. Hey, look at everybody's taking pictures of the tulips here. Yeah, beautiful tulips here. Here's the Converse store. Tulips on Michigan Avenue. Look at that. We're in front of Nike Town. You can customize your Converse shoe there. And here's Nike Town on Michigan Avenue. Look at that. Kenya, how you doing there? Yeah, Kenya, it's late at night. Thanks for watching from Kenya. I know it's already evening time there, so we're in the central time zone. Isn't that great, friends and neighbors there? We're across the ocean. Yeah, Joe, how you doing there? Yeah, thanks for posting the time there, Ernesto. It's the local time here, so we'll run across Erie Street. There's the giant Starbucks. Look at these tulips everywhere you look. Yeah, let's run across the street here. I want to catch these tulips on this side. The reds on this side are just amazing here. I think we missed these red ones. We'll see if we can catch it here. We'll cross back and forth several times. That's what. See, there's the John Hancock. So there's the John Hancock. See how it's the top of it's in the clouds. It's a 100-story stall. Here we'll go by the Starbucks here. Maybe a different lunchtime. We'll go inside the Starbucks. I don't have time to do it today because we're heading back. This is my lunch break. I got to go back and get lunch and go back to work here. I usually eat lunch while I'm at my desk at work, and that's how I can do this lunchtime walk here. But hey, look at the tulips here. There's the giant tulip. Look at that. Yeah, what part of Russia? There's so many beautiful parts of Russia. St. Petersburg's amazing with beautiful history. And Russia's vast. Yeah, Russia's vast. Thanks for tuning in. I didn't mean to turn you off there, but you know, it's hard live streaming when we got wars. You know, people always try to get me to weigh in on the wars. We got people that tune in from Ukraine. We got people that tune in from Russia. We got people that tune in from Israel and Palestine, or people that are refugees from the Palestinian-Israeli conflict. And look at the beautiful tulips here on Michigan Avenue. And again, I have nothing against the Russian people. The politics have to do with the leadership, just like I have nothing with the American people, even if I have personal grievances against the current administration. Or I have no grievances against the people that voted for the current administration, because that's the American right to vote for somebody that differs from what I want, you know, and that's we have to accept that. And that's democracy. That's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. But here, we'll head down Michigan Avenue. We're checking out the tulips here on a happy Cinco de Mayo here, the 5th of May here, 2025 here. Look at the tulips. Look at that view over there. So we're just waiting for the left turns here, and we'll head right down Michigan Avenue here. We're at Ontario, RIU Hotel. Last car is here turning. There we go. Last one. Hey, look at this beautiful dog. That's a nice dog there heading up Michigan Avenue. Look at that. Yeah, how you doing? Appreciate it. It's great. Yeah, the concrete jungle where the dreams were made. Yeah, City in the Garden there. So, yeah, as I figured, our Russian friend's just going to troll me, which is fine. And we don't even know if you're from Russia or not. So please don't make the Russian people look bad. If you're not really Russian, don't act like one. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's fine. You know, no one's giving any, but well, I think our friend's giving us a hard time, and you know that's fine. We're gonna, you know, we teach people how to treat you. You know, I'm having a fun time. This is awesome. Here, look at that. Here's the tulips here. Ohio and Michigan, and yeah, we'll stay on this side here. Look at this beautiful color. So yeah, this is going to be the new Uniqlo is going to move in here. Look at that. Yeah, thanks, Michael. Thanks, I appreciate it. Yeah, and you know, we don't even know if that's where that person's really from. You know, there's no way to verify it, you know. I guess unless you look at the IP, where the IP is coming from, but we're not going to get into that level. That could have been an American acting like a Russian, because amazingly, I never realized there would be so many Americans that are sympathetic to the Russian side of the war, but they just want it to end and are willing to concede territory and betray our ally that we swore to protect after the Soviet Union, and we convinced them to give it nuclear weapons, and now we're just going to abandon them because we used them, we extracted the mineral rights, just like dividing up Poland, you know. Here's, look at that, here's the beautiful tulips here on Michigan Avenue here. So I guess the Cardinals are in the Vatican. I guess they're going to have their conclave pretty soon, probably this week. They'll pick a new pope pretty soon, so we'll be able to talk about that. Here we are on Michigan Avenue heading south, and just checking out the tulips. Ruth Page, you know how we go past the Ruth Page Dance Center there on Dearborn? Ruth Page was a pioneering figure, Chicago choreographer. There she is, Ruth Page there. And here we got some ambulance coming through here. So we'll head across the street here. And we got the walk here. Look at the beautiful tulips here. Michigan Avenue. Look at that. Conclave starts the 7th. Okay, good. Thank you. So today's the 5th. So on Wednesday, thanks for the good information there. So here you can look over to Navy Pier. Navy Pier's that way. You see the Ferris wheel that's looking east on Ohio Street. There's the Nordstrom Mall. Remember we go in there sometimes? We'll just head back. Now we're reversing our steps. We're at the Intercontinental Hotel. We'll walk across the Chicago River there, and we'll see if we see any more architectural tour boats going by there. But here, look at the Flowers Intercontinental Hotel here. People getting their luggage. Hey, thanks everybody for tuning in on Cinco de Mayo. We got 107 people tuning in. Isn't that amazing? Thanks everybody for watching here at lunchtime and checking out the tulips. There's Michael Jordan Steakhouse. Look at this. This is the main entrance for the. It used to be historically for the Medina Athletic Association, which is now the Intercontinental Hotel. And here's the Tribune. And we'll get these vintage skyscrapers here. There's where Bob Newhart, the realtor building, they added that round thing later. And here we got tulips on Illinois Street, Streeterville, and we'll head past the... See, they're going to open a new shop here. And I'm glad they removed this crew trailer because that was driving me nuts because it was blocking the... Look at what it was blocking. It was blocking this amazing view. Here's the Nathaniel Hale. I regret that I have but one life to give for my country statue here. But see, they had a vendor trailer that was blocking this amazing view to this Gothic architecture. The Tribune Tower here. Look at that detail. This is the closest thing we got to a, well, you know, we got the Quigley Center, which is Gothic. That's a real seminary. They used to train priests there, but now the Catholic Church, or the Archdiocese, still uses it there, the Quigley Center, for offices. This is a Tribune. This used to be newspaper. Now it's luxury condos, multi-million-dollar condos, and that's the main entrance there. Look at that. See, Tribune, founded 1847, tower erected 1925, and they laid the cornerstone here. Here's some tulips here. So here, we'll check out Pioneer Plaza. We'll cross the bridge and we'll call it a day. Yeah, he's heading there. Thanks a lot. Thanks for doing that. Thanks, Ernesto. Thanks, Ernie. I really appreciate it. Thanks for the good information there. Ernie fed me the information about George Ryan. Yeah, George Ryan, the former governor of Illinois, passed away there. There's Jack Brickhouse. He was the governor before Blagojevich. And isn't it interesting? Both George Ryan and Blagojevich, one a Republican, one a Democrat, both of them had to go to prison. And that's why the joke remains that in Illinois, we send our governors to retire in jail for some sort of corruption before it's all over. But Rauner was okay. And so far, J.B. Pritzker, there's no huge scandals that I know of. Here's, look at that. There's the Wrigley building. Look at the beautiful tulips here. Look at these purple, and look at that with the skyline view there behind there. You get the 333 North Michigan, the Mather Tower, the London House of Jewelers building. There's a bunch of people across the way. These are people waiting. Is that the line to get on the tour boat? That's the line to get on the Wendella tour boats. So now we're in the spring season. It's starting to back up. That's the line to get on one of the architectural cruise boats. And there's the Jean-Baptiste Point de Sable there. They're taking pictures of it there. There's the St. Regis. Here's the Joliet and Marquette there, Native Americans that guided them to the portage to the Mississippi. There's the Trump Tower, Wrigley building, Sable, Michigan Avenue Bridge. Yeah, so there's a barge there crossing the Chicago River here. You see all the tour boats lined up there. There's the St. Regis Sheridan Hotel. There's somebody riding a bike there. That's great. Go ahead. Hey, he's singing a song there. That's good. Mama Goo, how you doing? Yeah, both went to prison. Isn't that amazing? Thanks, Stephanie there. Yeah, we're trying to find Waldo. I'm Waldo. Hey, 12:53. Thanks for coming along on this little tour there, filming there. Cinco de Mayo, 5th of May. About 50 degrees. There you can see the Marina Towers. Oh, you mean filming there? Yeah, good. Well, hey, everybody, please check out Ernie there, Ernesto. He live streams as well. And yeah, you walk up and down Michigan Avenue. I'll be looking for you there. We sometimes we run into Ernie there on Michigan Avenue. Ernie gave me the bracelet there. I really appreciate it. And here we'll cross Michigan Avenue here. We got the light. There's the Frida Towers. Tower. There's Fannie Mae, the Blackhawk store, the 333 North Michigan building. I'll spin around once we get across here. We'll show you the beautiful view up to the Wrigley and the Tribune Tower that we just passed here. And yeah, you get your Fannie Mae chocolates here. Look at that view. You get the Wrigley building, the Tribune Tower, Sable, Michigan Avenue Bridge there. There you see the Tribune. That's the old Equitable building. Trump Tower. The London House. Look how you can look through there. You can see the top of the Jewelers building. That used to be the Stratosphere Club. There used to be a restaurant club up there. People sometimes claim that Al Capone had a speakeasy up there. I found that not to be true, but we would like to believe that. And that's a beautiful Jewelers building here. And here's the Blackhawk store. Crumble Cookies, Fannie Mae, 333. our friends here that work security here. We saw them this morning on TikTok. They're so nice here, the 333. And here, Art Deco skyscraper, Halliburton Route, 333 North Michigan. I think Old Words owns this. Owns the Blackhawks as well. And I guess the Chicago Bulls. Is that right? Or part owners? He had a Blago shampoo. Head and shoulders, yeah. Blago had a head of hair, I'll tell you about that. Yeah. That's great, but everybody check out Ernesto there tomorrow. He's got to be streaming there. We support Chicago, fellow Chicago live streamers. We need more perspectives. You know, we got so many great live streamers. J City Walking Girl, Nia Azel, ASIEL, Keys Impact. Of course, This Gemini and Chris Presents are on YouTube. Chris Presents is huge, and so is This Gemini. They have hundreds of thousands of followers on YouTube, and they stream in Chicago. And then, of course, we got Nick Koikin, we got Kens, we got Edwin, we got Ernie here, Ernesto streams, we got Vicky from Little Village. I'm leaving out, there's this new guy called The Lion. His name in The Lion, I forget his first name, I need to commit it to memory. Here's the Carbide and Carbon here. And I think TikTok's really promoting the live streaming there. Thanks, D. Michael. I ordered one Big Mac here. I'm going to run across the street here. So we'll wrap this up. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in on Cinco de Mayo. We'll be on after lunch, and we'll reverse this whole thing. We'll walk home from work. Have a great day there. And thanks, everybody, for tuning in yesterday. Check out the reruns. We saw May the 4th there at the Federal Plaza. May the 4th be with you was yesterday for the Star Wars fans. And we'll keep on going there. Yeah, The Godfather. Well, really, Vic Cohen. If you remember Vic Cohen's the OG. Vic Cohen, I owe a debt of gratitude. All of us do in Chicago. Vic Cohen was live streaming before any of us were here, and I wish Vic Cohen the best. I think he just gave it up after the TikTok ban, and I don't blame him. He's probably on to bigger and better things there. So, thanks for tuning in here. Welcome to Chicago. Have a great rest of your Monday here, Cinco de Mayo. Thanks for checking out Colores Mexicanos in the Wings Over Mexico Plaza of the Americas there. Have a great day. Okay, we'll see you later there. Hey, 93 people. This is great. Thanks a lot. We'll talk to you. Thanks to my mods. Thanks, Michael, Anita, and everybody else. We'll talk to you later. Lorraine, have a good day. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. Karen, D. Michael, Ernesto. All right.